Hey everyone, I'm sitting here today with my new best friend and potential future butler, depending on whether I can train him to do my dishes and carry out other menial tasks. It's the Meccano Meccanoid personal robot. Now this guy is really cool and he's also really complicated. Now take a look at some of the different screw work. These are actually bolts, but all of these you're going to have to put together yourself, every last one of them. There's probably a 2-pound bag of just nuts and bolts alone, with different lengths and types of bolts as well, and a couple different kind of nuts, so it can get rather complicated. But as you can see, it turns into a pretty cool robot once you get him all assembled. Now we're pretty sure that he's assembled correctly because he has a self-diagnostic that he goes through that kind of lets you know that everything's in the right place. He has 8 different servo motors that control the upper half of the body. You can see them all here. This one's an elbow, this one's a shoulder, and that's sort of for out to the side. Then he's got another shoulder for forward and back. And he also has, I'll just turn him around here, he also has a couple on the head. And this one here is for tilt, and this one here is for sort of looking back and forth. And you can see all the other wiring and stuff. He's very, very intricate. A whole lot of work, probably about 20 hours or so it took us to get him all the way together. But quite rewarding in the end once you get him all set up. In a second, I'm going to do a little demonstration of some of the things that he can do. But I do want to show the instruction book. It's a very thick manual, really. I mean, it's about 60 or more pages. There's 156 individual steps to completing your Meccanoid, but as you can see, this is one step, step 22, and it has many, you might say, sub-steps, so lots of different bolts and stuff that are going in order to bring it all together. So there's over 50 pages just of these kind of steps, and then there's some more instructions on commands and different stuff that you can make him do once he's all the way assembled. Now, he comes with only 2 tools, and this is all you're going to need to put him together. This one here looks like a screwdriver, but it's actually an Allen key. And this one's a little, basically to hold the nuts in place. And that's when you get into the more intricate bits. When you first start, you can kind of hold the nuts in place with your finger and then screw the other side. But once you get into some tight situations, you're going to really need this to kind of reach into the places that you can't get to. So that's all the tools you need. If you have Allen keys at home, you could actually make this into a family project. I suspect that a family of 4 could probably put this guy together in maybe one evening if they're really clever and all work together. And it may be a little bit too complicated for just the kids to do by themselves. There's definitely some parts that could use a little help from the adults. Now we're going to turn him on here, and quite honestly, this is my very first time playing with the Meccanoid because it took so long to get him all together. But my wife has played with him a little bit, and she's here with me, and we're going to try to do a few voice commands and see what he can do.
Meccanoid.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
Greetings. I am Meccanoid G15KS. Please tell me your name.
Leo.
Nice to meet you. Leo. What is your relationship to? Dana. Say friends, family, or other?
Other.
Understandable. Human relationships can be hard to define. Exiting to main menu.
Meccanoid. Motion control.
Motion control.
Dance.
To the robot. I am a natural for obvious reasons.
Not bad.
Meccanoid. Main menu.
Exiting to main menu.
Meccanoid. Tell a joke.
Help. You are in main menu. Either say a command from the main
So
menu.
sometimes he doesn't quite pick up on the command. Try that one again.
Commands to hear all commands. If you are still having trouble, please go to www.meccano.com to see a video of how to use it.
You're not able to interrupt Meccanoid, by the way.
Tell a joke.
Help. You are in main menu. Either say a command from the main menu.
Meccanoid.
Command card, or say list commands to hear all commands. If you are
So we're outside and there's a lot of background noise, and I think he's having a little bit of trouble picking up on what we're saying. But when we've been inside and my wife asks him to tell a joke, he tells all kinds of interesting jokes. I'm not sure how many are programmed into him, but he does have over 1,000 different phrases programmed into him, and plus a lot of other actions too. Do you want to try ballet?
Are you positive?
Telling his joke.
Oh, excellent.
Too late. We missed it.
Okay, we missed the joke. Try again.
Mechanoid. Tell a joke.
Help. You are in main menu.
Mechanoid.
That is my name.
Tell me a joke.
Generating random joke. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick.
Haha.
They can't all be winners. Exiting to main menu.
Do you want to try any other commands?
Mechanoid. Motion control.
Motion control.
Exercise.
Stretching keeps the servos limber.
Mechanoid. Kung Fu.
Now you see me. Now you do not. That is the power of hidden dragon.
Okay, so there's a few of the things that Meccanoid can do, and he's going to just ramble on a bit here, but I just want to show his feet. There are 2 more servo motors, so a total of 10, and the other 2 motors are inside the feet and they control these wheels, and that's how he's able to move around and dance. It's also worth mentioning how tall he is now. Take a look. I mean, I'm not exactly short, but he's a good 4 feet or so, probably the size of most 9 or 10-year-old kids. He's recommended for ages 10 and up, but like I say, it could be kind of complicated for some people of that age, but if you do it as a family project, maybe not so much. I'm just going to let him ramble on a bit more because on Monday or so, I'm going to have a review of 4 of these Star Wars Force FX lightsabers. These are really, really cool. I've got Kylo Ren, I've got Darth Vader, this one's Luke Skywalker. I also have a Yoda, quite a little bit smaller than this. These are very, very nice, and I've been having a whole lot of fun with them, playing with them for the last couple of days. Lots of lights and sounds. And Meccanoid's really carrying on. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and keep an eye out in the next couple of days for this one.